And he gives me a good kick.
Jeez.
Gives me a good kick.
All right, seems like really impressive. I'm sure that was scripted, but impressive AI from everything that I've seen.
Yeah,
Or
when
real AI?
when it works, Trico's AI is some of the most interesting, playful, and honestly impressive AI I've ever seen in a game. And I bold, italic, underscore the word when it works.
Yeah.
Because when it doesn't work, the game sort of falls apart and really pulls you out of the experience.
That's a shame.
Which is part of the reason why I ended up giving a 7, because there are things in this game I will never forget. And there are moments that are some of my favorite moments.
But you have to balance them out with stuff that doesn't work.
Correct. Yeah.
It's hard. It's hard to do.
And I'm not a super technical person. I'm able to look past a lot of problems like frame rate and sort of some wonky collision and everything in terms of the overall experience, but it was sort of hard to...
If it's not fun to play, it's different.
Yes.
And I think that's the thing with, Bethesda games are often well-loved despite being full of glitches, and the way I look at that is, like, the glitches that are in Bethesda games are often things that don't really, or for me at least, harm the gameplay experience.
Yeah.
Oftentimes they're just funny. But this seems to have stuff like... I've seen Miranda play it for our wikis, and it's stuff like she's just trying to walk up a staircase. 1 minute he'll do it, and 1 minute he won't do it. It's really strange. So Travis in the YouTube comment said, Trico isn't supposed to listen to you all the time. He's a wild animal. It's meant to be that way. It's like that by design.
I agree.
I think that's pretty cool.
I agree. And when it does feel like that, I really like it. But I promise you, a lot of people have been telling me that without having played the game, and I understand where you're coming from. But play the game and get 2 puzzles, which everyone I know who's played the game, you'll get to certain puzzles where you will know the solution, and
The
later
problem
on in
is
the
getting
game
him to do it?
is getting him to do it. And it's not a... There are so many puzzles where it took me 15, 20, 25 minutes to complete through no fault of my own.
Damn.
Where there's one where you're on his back and you're in a lagoon and you have to dive underwater, or he has to dive underwater and go through this little tunnel. And we would dive underwater, and every time he wouldn't hit the tunnel. And I was like, I had to be doing something wrong. I have to be doing something wrong. And after 25 attempts, I just so happened to be arbitrarily 3 feet to the right, and it clicked and he hit the tunnel.
Oh,
and it's not like I could have, there's no, hey, go 3 feet to the right. There's nothing I could have done in the water, out of the water. It just had to be, that's where he happened to be.
Wow. Yeah, that's really frustrating.